Once again, I am picking tomatoes before the haircut. So here we go. All right, this tangled up, leaning over volunteer tomato, but it's got a lot of nice ones on it today. I see one right in. Ooh. It's in that. I've got to get it out of there. Ugh. It was in this tie area and it probably got squeezed and it's rotted. Okay, one here. And also not ready. Okay, there's a lot left on there. And we need some viewers. Okay, here's this cherry tomato. These are small. Okay. I hope I didn't drop that one. And here's one here. Here's some more. Oh, the sweet potato decided to climb up the pole, but I probably need to take that out of there. Oh, here's one. Oh, there's the train. Got 5 viewers. Oh, hush. Train's so noisy. Here's a line here that needs to be. There. Stay there. Okay. I see one more in this little area. $21. Well, let's chat. I'm going to get into the better tomatoes here shortly, so hang on. Here's another volunteer tomato. It's got quite a few on it. Oh, that one's got a. Well, I'm going to put it in the fridge. I think Monday I'm going to make a stew or chili. Depends on how many tomatoes I have. I like to get a stew in. Here's another one in a cramped spot. Oof. That one needs to go in the fridge. Come on. Boy. Those worms sure like those cramped areas. There's a good number on there yet. Come in and chat after this train gets through. I'll leave those green ones. A lot on. This one's loaded pretty good. This might be the most this one's ever put out. There, it's getting quiet again. 4 viewers. Stay in chat. Stay in chat. If I can hold the, oh boy. That's tough getting in there with 2 fingers. Okay, get these. 11 viewers, stay. That many so far. 23 viewing. We'll see if they'll stay and help me pick tomatoes. I like these little cherry tomatoes. That's one thing about it not raining much. They don't crack and get, boy, that one's, I picked most of the tomatoes off of that one there. Now I'm gonna go up to the other garden. Say hi to my 7th corn. That's the 7th planting of corn. Come on, I'm trying to get a nightshade berry. All right. Scooty Pata says hi and hello. Where are you from? Always new people. That's great. Okay, I'll keep going. There's a tomato right here. This is a watermelon vine. But there's a tomato down along this fence, but I'm gonna pick its tomato through the fence. There you go. Canada. Well, I have opinions on Canada, but I'll just keep that to myself. Okay. Okay. There's some ripe ones down there. And I'll go through the left, what's left of my corn. I picked corn. I got 30 ears yesterday. And I think there's 22 left. And I did take the stalks that the ears were taken from, and I hand chopped them with scissors so the other ones will get more light. And I found got 1 like, that's great. And I got that's the watermelon. I didn't see that until this morning. And there's another watermelon. Hopefully that other watermelon's still, oh yeah. Ooh, that's a pretty, yeah. That's a solid green color. Now these watermelons, these were grown in a compost pile from our neighbors, and I knew there were watermelons, but that one's grown fast. I need to keep, if it don't rain, I need to keep watering it some. I'm almost out of water from the roof. And it's hard getting down here and water. And now the vines are all, okay, let's pick this, another cherry tomato. This is a one I transplanted down here when I had a bunch of other plants. Well, that one didn't fall off. Well, where is this? I need to, where's the, that's the, Let me try to get these up again. Keep them off the ground, they'll rot. I need to get, yeah, it's gonna be a chore getting that untangled. And if I find a stick to tie it to, okay, they're picked. That one's picked. 17 viewers for now. Got a good, pretty good. Now I'm gonna pick the, what should I do? I might pick the potted ones first. I forgot to, when I did the live stream last time, I totally forgot to pick them. And I picked them later. And they got quite a few on them. These are volunteer tomatoes that were growing in places and in the garden, and I put them in pots right here. I gotta water them twice a day in this heat and dry. Twice a day. And I get the water out, I dip water out of the creek for these. I bring up a couple gallons twice a day, and I watered these tomatoes and a few other things. There's a pineapple over there. So here's, this one here's got these, I don't know what kind these are. They're striped, they got stripes in them. And I've had a good number of them this year, so. Need some more chats. Here's one on this one plant. This one plant's been putting out quite a few already. And here, oh, I'm gonna pick you. This is a volunteer in a pot. Well, I think you're ready. And it's a beauty. That's a nice looking tomato. For a pot, yes, and volunteer, yes. So that's very nice. I'll go to these others. Here's one in a toilet tank. A plant that, I think there's two plants. Is there one? One? Yeah, I can't tell who's who, but there's two there. And there's tomatoes just sprawled all around. I might retie them. We got cool weather coming. I mean, the cool weather for the long extended into 2 weeks. And it's possible we've seen our last 90-degree day. Oh, that one's got the worm in it. Oh boy. Well, you're gonna go in the house, and I'll dispatch you when I sort. Okay. Go over and get this one out of this pot. There's been worms up here in my volunteers quite a bit. And it's kind of, or these potted ones. There's a little one here that's, oh, I know there's, I might go over and do that. I got time. 24 watching, great. Subscribe. I think I'm gonna, that, well, it said it was ready. I think I got all them, quite a few. I'm gonna go up on my deck, and there's a tomato. It's up there. It's growing in the basil. It's right up there. I'll go up there and grab it. One. All right. And here's my herbs. I gotta water them twice a day also. And I do bring creek water up for them. But there's sink water and wastewater. Here you go. I think it's gonna be a yellow one. And this one here had a worm on it yesterday, and I put the foot to him. So got that one. Now I'm gonna 20 viewers. That's great. Like and subscribe. Let's see. I'll go down on here. These ones that are in steel post cages, and they've done really good this year. And these are volunteers also, of all different types of tomatoes. Here's a dried up little one. Let's see. Oh, there's a few here. Oh, there's a worm problems up there now. I was doing really good with the worms, and they're kind of, I might have to, well, I got some spray mixed. Yeah, this one here is, worms eat the little ones. Ooh, that one's kind of icky. I'll spray these maybe even tomorrow. They just ruin tomatoes. We start eating on them. See, I can't really. There's a lot of nice tomatoes on it, but the worms got two of them. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna take Wow, that's cool. I'm going to take a photo of that and come back. Yep, we're still here. And I'm going to look at them. Well, Anna's going to get that one. These are nice. Ooh, I split the... Oh, I see a lot of people with their clippers, and that's the reason it split along the stem, which is not good. It'll be fine, but it invites diseases. Now this one here is stuck in a tie. I think I feel a wormhole, which is, they're always like these. Oh, look at that. Well, this one will, it's not ruined. I'll put it in the fridge. Nana would have liked that one, but I'm not going to give her up. Well, this one here's got nearly all rotten. I might find a little edge of it that's salvageable. This one's really nice. I'll take that up for Nana right now, or after. Oh, this one's good. More worms. Damn. Maybe Captain Jack doesn't work. I've been having worms for a couple months, and Captain Jack's dead bug brew, I think it's been working a lot, but now I'm having issues with worms. I'm going to get a lot in this. I thought I was only going to get a half a pail. I'll get that one too. This one here has medium tomatoes. Come on. That's worms. Worms. I think. Yeah. It's a rotten one. There's several plants here, but I think there's only one left that's alive. Well, I see a ripe one in there. That's kind of like those striped ones. There's a bunch of green ones. No worms there yet. Okay, this one here. Got a big tomato there and one way up high. I forgot to show that tall one there. It's towards 10 foot high. This one's getting up there too. Okay. 2 likes. That's great. And let's see. I'll go up through here. Well, there's a tiny. That one had a worm weeks ago. Well, this one, well, these are close enough. This one's got a worm in the stem area. What is that? I don't know what that is. Well, this one doesn't have any. Oh, there's a tomato. I need to tie that one back the top of the post. Yeah, it's going to cool off and I'm going to have more comfortable weather to do some of these odds and end jobs. So here's the main tomato patch. This one here is that volunteer that I had in the house all winter and put out, and it's pretty much ran its course. Got 3 nice ones there. I need to put an extension, zip ties and a stick, and get it up in the sun more. Well, I'll do it. And here's the tie area, and I know the worms love. Well, watch this. I hope I can just shake them out. Bye. Ugh. I'm gonna have to cut that one up and get the berries. Oh, here we go. Here's a nice one. Oh boy. Now that's supposed to be a, is that a volunteer? I'm confused. This is supposed to be a beefsteak, but this has a purple Cherokee look to him. Possible it was a volunteer right in where I planted. And I remember seeing purple ones in there. And here's a couple here. See these regular rows of almost, oh, if I don't trip. Here's a volunteer one that looks like a purple Cherokee, but not very big. Okay, well, I might get this one. And of course, there's a hole in it. Here's another. I wonder if the worm's in there or not. Not a pretty sight today on some of this. That one's, yeah, he's not, there ain't going to be anything in that. Lots of worms. And I've been on it. The neighbors don't have this many worms, and they don't even spray. So I'll keep hammering them. I bought some spray yesterday for other stuff, and I might give it a shot. I'll spray several different things on it. Man, gonna have to trim a bunch of these up. See, there's another half rotten one. Had a real good year until for not getting pests. Today's pretty okay, but it's happening at the end of maybe the main, depends on the weather. Here's finally one that's not messed up. Oh, what? Okay, this is, that one's leaning on top of another one. Okay, there's a tomato there that's not got a problem. I almost got a pail. Okay. Now these two here are later tomatoes that they've started. I had corn here, and I left the stalks as a trellis, and I trained the tomatoes. They sprouted right next to the corn, and when the corn was done, I left these stalks in these hills, and I tied and they're looking good. So that's a good experiment until the corn decides to rot off, or it'll probably get too heavy with tomatoes and then tip over. So, well, here's one on this beefsteak. There's a worm worms everywhere. They just, I guess the moths and stuff are really overrun me this week, these last couple weeks, and I didn't catch it hard enough. Now there's a hole in that tomato, and I think there's a worm in this one. No, that was just a leaf. I'll check. Oh. Okay, I'm done with the... Here's one on the ground. So I have to trim it. Okay, 5 viewers, 5 diehards. And I think I got the tomatoes, but as a bonus, I got a bunch of pumpkins and squash to take in the house. Let's see, I'm going to take a picture of this, and it's going to be hard to hide the holy ones. I don't want a picture of, that's close enough. Good looking tomatoes, but a lot of them got holes in them and rotten. Okay, the stream. I was off to stream. I was off too long before I get some people back. Now I'm gonna go down here. Okay, got 3 viewers now. We got to start on this. Take the wagon and go pumpkin hunting. Pumpkin hunting. Okay. 7 viewers, that's nice. Okay, I'll park here. I can be walking back and forth, but let's see over here. And this hill. Oh, there you are. You're still here. You're one of the early ones of the... Well, that one looks like an acorn squash. it's a volunteer, but it's probably, you know, it looks like a three-fourths acorn squash, something like that. Here's one here. This one came up in the bean row, and I decided to leave it. And here's my, got a good little pumpkin off of it. Oh, mercy. It's just a little bit dicey handling stuff. These are late. Well, there's two there. This one ain't ready. It's got a sunburn on it, but it's not. And here's one here. Boy, that's... Okay, I'm gonna... This one had a board under it, and I'm gonna put it under this one here. So it's less chance of... Ooh, there's lots of ants there. Okay. Boy, I'll get... Hey, another Jim Miller's Garden picking video is complete. And I have no idea if anybody's even watching or if I even got a signal. So, Jim Miller's Garden, until next time. Thanks for watching, like, and subscribe.